Hello one and all, this is Luckless LoveLocks, and welcome back to Elden Ring for my second ever playthrough to prepare for the DLC that's coming out next month. I'm super excited for it. The first playthrough I did was as George R.R. Martin, and it was pretty much totally blind until I got to the later stages, and I got some help with doing some stuff I wanted to do. This time around, I have looked up I've watched a video about the history of the world and some of about what we're doing in the world in the present time. There's so much history. It's insane. So many characters. It's so complicated. And I'm not going to pretend like I am an expert on Elden Ring, not even the slightest bit. I know a lot more about the Bloodborne story, I would say, a bit, and more about the Dark Souls story, but Elden Ring, I'm a newbie, but I've got like a list of characters on the side. I might look stuff up as we go along because I'm going to look stuff up, focus on the story as well as playing through the game. And this is my first time playing through off stream, so I'm not going to be able to get any kind of help from chat or ask questions. So feel free to correct me, talk about it in the comments section. We're going to have some fun with this. It's going to be free flowing, but also a little bit more structured as I try to like look up what I want to do for each recording. I'm going to be playing as the astrologer. Is that how you pronounce that? And I'm going to be playing as the creator of the game, Hidetaka Miyazaki, this time, because we were George R.R. Martin last time. So, and I'm going to be playing as Miyazaki, the Cosmic Horror. I already created the character, so I'm going to load that up. This is my non-Cosmic Horror version of Miyazaki, and this is my Cosmic Horror version. I just changed the color. So the idea is I'm going to be using magic, and specifically like cosmic magic, and we're going to explore more of that side of the story. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? That's the crazy thing about Elden Ring. I might change my mind partway through. But this is who we're going to play as. So the astrologer is level 6, high mind, dexterity, intelligence. Oh yeah, and the keepsake. Golden seed seems smart. The imp ashes. Oh yeah, I'm going to be able to use ashes. When I played through this before, I did not use ashes at all. The stone sword key. Oh, the imp statues can only be used once. That's tempting. The crazed likeness of a noble whose eyes have been gouged out. I think seed or key. Let's do the stone sword key, because that could give us some options early on. Okay, let's jump into the intro. Whew. This is going to be a hell of an adventure, everybody.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horaloo, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask, Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
That always, I mean, I've only watched it once.
And one
gives me shivers.
Whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
So there's a few terms in there, a few characters and stuff. There's the greater will. The greater will you could think of as like, got the ring, as like uber god, all right? It's like the big bad, the big god of the lands between. And they've called the Tarnished back. The Tarnished were actually banished from the lands between. And this is because the Elden Ring shattered. And the idea was that one of these demigods was supposed to become the Elden Lord. So we got the Tarnished wizened fingers. But they had this war that they talked about, and no one took the seat of Elden Lord. So the Tarnished were called back. The grace was returned to them, and they were called back to the lands between. And we are one of those Tarnished. And this has been going on for a long time. We're not sure how long. But there's something over here? Can't remember. Some dead bodies. All right, well, that's the spell that I've got. Good. But, like, there have been Tarnished that have come close to becoming Elden Lord. What does this say? I'm playing online. Praise the message and then try jumping. I don't think I played online when I played this before. Here's the Erd tree. So it's like, it's almost like we're called here in desperation, it feels like, by the greater will. First off, Tarnished, behold the Erd tree. Yes. And this Erd tree, it almost looks like spirit, doesn't it? Doesn't look like an actual tree. Like a living tree. Oh, it's been so long since I played this. I'm so excited to just explore the lands again. But with knowing what I know, like when I played this before, so many of the characters have similar names. It's so hard to keep track, but I have a better idea now. So I'm gonna be less confused as I play through. Well, I'll probably still be confused, but now if there's something I'm confused about, I can look it up. Could see how this person died. Didn't expect. Seems familiar. Elden Ring. Oh. So that's Marika there, I think, right? Marika the Eternal. Saw in the intro. Grafted Scion. Oh, you're blocking. Okay, I'm gonna try to kill this guy, but... I highly doubt I will. I have no healing. Already lost half my health. Oh, that was pretty close to death. This is so different from how I usually play this game. I never use magic. Oh, you're blocking again. But I'm also out of magic, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I have a sword too. Forget it.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
The Golden Order. Now the history of Elden, of the Lands Between, like I said, it's very complicated. It's composed of a series of ages. There's a bunch before the Erd Tree, and then after the Erd Tree, and like the Golden Order is the power. I guess it's before, kind of like before this time, but it's still the power of the time. It's just like we're about to like enter a new era at the end of the game. All right, so we got a Flask of Crimson Tears and Cerulean Tears. With the map menu, you can check your current position, terrain, buildings. I'm not gonna read all this stuff. Okay. I'm probably not gonna read all the items, but I think it will be interesting to read quite a few of them. I gotta remember how to play. Switch display. Sacred flask modeled after a golden holy chalice that was once graced by a tear of blessing. The one washed up on the gravesite was sure to die until this flask offered its gift of rejuvenation to seek the Elden Ring. Is there any difference here? No, it just says the Cerulean flask will restore FP instead of HP. Then we've got Memory of Grace, the memory of first grace, which once guided bygone Tarnished to the Lands Between. Lose all runes and return to last site of grace visited. It is merely a cycle. Stand before the Elden Ring, become the Elden Lord. All right, online stuff. The Cave of Knowledge. This is a tutorial thing, but I don't think we really need to do that. Because I played this before. Brave Tarnished, take the plunge. Of learning. I love that. Of learning and remembrance. Recall the odds of war in your warrior's blood. Ah, we're good. We're good. We're not going to do that. I don't think I ever figured out how to get that item. Do you guys know how to get that? Still no ahead. Let me know in the comments section, because I don't remember ever getting that. Or that one, for that matter. Thanks, guys. I'm not gonna read all these messages. Maybe does doing the tutorial, does that get you to that item? Oh, it's much brighter when you go over here. There's a fog door there. Look at that. You can see it much better than if you go. Oh, okay. Okay. That's another spot. All right. If I keep playing at this pace, I'm never gonna I'm never gonna finish a type. If I need to, I'll start doing some streams of this game towards the end to get to the point where we can start the DLC. And I'm not gonna finish the game, as I understand. There's a certain point where the DLC starts. I'm not gonna finish the game before the DLC. Cooperative multiplayer, finger severer, and tarnished furled fingers. Now, with those keys, yeah, I could open this up, right? But I'll just keep dying in the poison. I actually seem to remember that being a really difficult area. Well, it doesn't make much sense to go there now. I feel like the characters look so different in the game compared to the character creation. They look derpier, maybe, for lack of a better term. It's few, guys. So it's just like you're just so overpowered by the tree and the light. I noticed is that the moon there? Or is that supposed to be a sun? I don't know. I remember talking about that, whether or not there was a sun or if just the light came from the tree. But then it would just always be light, right? Oh, there we go. There's the moon. So I guess that's the sun there. The moon is freaking huge too. Probably for good reason. Grace exists to guide the tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Guidance of grace. Even now, some sites of grace retain that power. Their golden rays will guide you along your way. The map, yep. Got this fellow here. It's like, you're looking at this guy, and my first impression is, like, covered in blood. A mask. Not very trustworthy.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
I know.
Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me, Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you, Tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, the path that a Tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you, Tarnished, to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
Although Grace is what keeps us alive, so I guess that's what keeps us coming back from the dead.
Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly.
Who's that in the
To
background?
Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted. It's time you set off, I should think, to Castle Stormvale on the cliff, where Grace would guide you, if you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are. It's time you set to castles if you seek
that's it.
the Elden.
I will be talking to people till they repeat stuff because you never can tell when they'll have something to say. Something extra to say. There's so many freaking messages. This is why I usually play offline. Oh god, I almost died. Wouldn't that have been great? That was my first death. Just inadvertently roll off the edge of the world. Okay. And when I first played this, I like kind of beelined it for the castle. Probably not the smartest idea. Oh, you know what I should do since we're going to be using magic mainly? I should change my flasks. Flask charges. 2 and 2 maybe to begin with. That way I can take advantage of my magic. And what spells do I have? So we have an astrologer's staff and a short sword. What does it say about them? Can I see? How do I see the description? I guess I can't see the description in this. I have to go into the inventory. Oh yeah, the stone sword key. Breaks the seal on imp statues but remains embedded in the statue after use. Think well before using one. We've got Glintstone Pebble, the most basic glintstone sorcery of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Glintstone serves as a conduit, launching magical projectiles at foes. Can be cast repeatedly and while in motion. This is a universal first step on the journey to true knowledge of sorcery. We've got Glintstone Arc. Fires a horizontal arc of magic that spreads outward. The sorcery can be cast repeatedly and while in motion. So this is like a single target, multiple target. Granted to sorcerers who depart from the academy to embark on journeys, in order to fend off large groups of would-be adversaries. Pulls off in Roman packs. Nothing particularly cool there. A glintstone is embedded in the tip of the staff, enabling it to be used as a catalyst for sorceries. Just a normal shield. So astrologers read fate in the stars and are said to be heirs of the glintstone sorcerers. But alas, the night sky no longer cradles fate. Worn by those who look to the cosmos above. Man, I picked perfectly. Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm a little nervous though every time I start a series like this. But we're just gonna have some fun. You know, if it gets to be too much or I'm like looking stuff up and it's taking too long, we shall do some episodes where I make some progress. I'll try to balance things out though. All right, let's do this. I shall try. Okay, too far away. Oh, thank you. Thank you for interrupting. Oh, that's cool. A tree sentinel. What's the range on that? Oh, God! The advantage of sorceries is that you can stay far away. Oh! Oh, shit! That was a mistake! It's all... What is the series called now? It used to be called Soulsborne. Ekiro. Like... Oh yeah, soul's boring. That's what I call it. Death. All right. Upon dying, you'll be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. You'll drop any runes in your possession at the site of your death. If you die again, before reclaiming those runes, they'll be lost forever. And I'll show you where the runes are if you look at the compass. I am not... maybe I'll give this one more shot, but I'm not going to spend a ton of time trying to kill this dude. The Souls Boring series is all about learning when you can heal, when you can attack, and being patient. Or being OP. That was a bad time to attack. This would be a good time to heal. I'm far enough away. Just making sure it doesn't block. The other thing about doing this not on stream is I'm probably going to play better because I'm not worried about chat. Okay, well. Gotta use the cerulean one now. And I'm not only gonna use magic, right? We'll probably use some weapons too. Well, we'll definitely have to, because you only have a limited amount of magic. Oh, well played, sir. Well played. That was, they knew I was going to cast it twice, so one at a time with that guy. But we're gonna move on. I don't want to spend too much time on that. I'm gonna go check out this way. We're gonna see where the world takes us. What catches our eye? These big structures that look destroyed. Oh yeah, materials. That's right, there's crafting in this. Mushroom. We got some bats. Oh, one shot, okay. That gives me confidence that magic could be pretty legit. Vanquishing enemy in a group will replenish your flasks. Cool. Golden rune. Be cool if you could just bring up the lore from there. Grace that dwells within the inhabitants of the lands between. The lingering trace of gold. Runes are nourishment for the development of any tarnish, provided a finger maiden can be found. See some enemies down there. Oh, let's go check that out. Looks like a destroyed church or something like that. What's this? Skull? I know I'm going to be I'm not really pretending like I haven't seen this before. I don't really remember a lot of what I experienced when I first played this. So it's not like I'm putting on an act, but I still kind of want to, look at this like I'm looking at it for the first time to a certain degree. Oh, that's cool. This kind of echoes what we'll see at the end, and a little bit what we saw at the beginning. Hey, you! No! It's a tree sentinel! You thought you could get away from me? I assume you can get away though, right? How long do they follow you for? Okay. Wow, that surprised the hell out of me. Oh, what's on the roof of the building that we were in? That, like, mausoleum. It's like is it like an old man? Carrying a cloth with a branch or something? I'll have to go take a look at that. Okay, here's the church that we saw. I think is this where Santa is? Yeah. The Church of Ele. And I think this is where the grace takes you. You can fast travel, yeah. Let's get our health back. Strengthening armaments. At a smithing table, you can spend runes and smithing stones to strengthen your armaments. So we got a smithing stone. I don't think I ever used the smithing table. I don't remember the smithing table at all. I remember this, the blacksmith. You can strengthen your armaments up to +3 at the smithing table. Okay. So I could upgrade my scripture wooden shield. Wild. Unless is this something they added? All right, here's Santa. I'm sure I'm not the first person to make this comparison.
You're a Tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
I love the back scratcher. Ask about Kale.
I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only Tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
The Elden Ring was shattered, and there are these demigods that got larger runes as a result, and it made them more powerful, but also it like made them crazy to a certain degree. Like it had a negative impact on them as well. Can't remember the word that they used. And they were the ones that were supposed to fight to become the next Elden Lord, but no one, as we saw in the intro, no one actually won that war. Recommendation.
You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit.
Ah.
A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all.
I like this guy. All right, I'm with you. Can I afford them? So you got a cookbook. Cracked pot. I cannot even afford a crafting kit. But I think I can sell these. It's the same as using them, as far as I understand. And then we can buy this crafting kit. And what else is there? You got bolts. Oh, the telescope. Shoot, I want that. Note, Flask of Wondrous Physique. Some knowledge. Waypoint ruins. I don't know if I need to buy these. I will get a torch. Seems useful. And some throwing daggers. Because these are good for aggroing single enemies.
I'm glad you took my warning to heart. You've made an excellent choice.
Okay. Let's... How do I equip these? Probably equipment, eh? Good. Little tip for you guys. If you hit down, you switch between equipment. No matter which one you're on, if you hold down, it will go to the first item in your slot, which you usually keep your healing flask on. I didn't know that for a long time. But apparently that's the case. Does something happen here? Nightfall. No, maybe I'm misremembering. Okay. Let's stay away from the night. The Erdleaf flower. I kind of want to take a look at this before we move on. I also am kind of interested. What can I craft right now? Fire pot, darts, rainbow stone, roa raisin, for calling finger remedy. Is that the sound the bats make? Like screaming people. The hell? Oh, it's a person. What the hell is that? Is there supposed to be screaming? That's how much damage I do with the staff. I have no idea what's going on there. Okay, yeah, I want to take a look at this. So it's like a cloaked person holding another person. They look pretty bony, like almost a skeleton. All right. I don't know what that means. And you guys would be surprised. Like, I've gone through whole phases with these games where I'm like, sometimes, like, most of the stuff in the game, they just made it because it looks cool. A lot of it has meaning. Up to, like, the attacks that enemies use and stuff like that. Good for hunting. All right, what's your story, friend? They're not friends. Follow this path, see where it takes us. Like, I vaguely remember where, like, different things are, but honestly, enemy? You can tell if they're an enemy because if you go up to them and you can highlight them, then they're an enemy. Can you backstab in this? Oh yeah, you can. Kukuri. You can sneak too, which is cool. Should be looking down the path, buddy. Now, yeah, okay. When you backstab them with a powerful attack, you can then, like, Godric Soldier Grease. We heard about Godric the Grafted already. Ruin Fragments. Yeah, if you backstab them, then you can can do like a really powerful attack. I think you like break their poise or whatever. Let's read what those are. Stone fragments found near places where ruins have fallen from the sky. Can be used for crafting, blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, that's what you can use to aggro the enemies. These shards of stone are believed to have once been part of a temple in the sky. They glow with a faint light from within. So there's some temple in the sky that seems to have fallen or is crumbling. There's a sound. You guys hear that? Ah. Oh! The dung beetles. This gives you scarabs. I think there are dung beetles and something else. There are both crimson and cerulean teardrop scarabs. Oh, they replenish the flask. Okay. In other games, they're like... And I'm gonna really try not to make too many comparisons to other games, but it's just in my nature. They give you like upgrade materials. All right, let's check out this path. I'm interested in this. You don't have to fight everything. Now, if they're flying away from me, like perpendicular, we're probably not going to hit them. This magic. Oh, shoot. Gate front to ruins. We can do some sneak attacks here. No one saw that. That's a lot of guys. Why don't we try the Glitstone Arc? Oops. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. This is so weird. Oh, it only does 2 damage. That's not the one, Luckless. Oh yeah, if you break these, there's stuff inside, right? Runes. Now we did pick up some equipment. Greaves worn by soldiers loyal to Godric the Grafted, who's in the castle above. Rust worn and stained through unending conflict. Another site of grace. That's pretty good. That guy looks tough. Let's stick out this guy, see if we can do it without attracting their attention. Oh. Well, that didn't work. Oh, that's not a lot of damage, guys. I have to fight this guy the old-fashioned way. How do you switch to two-handed? Fuck. Thought it was Y. Oh god. Oh god! Big mistake. Get! This guy's too tough for me right now. Let's go down below. Oh god. Okay. Oh, nice. Always gotta check your corners. Whetstone Knife. You can use Ashes of War to grant your armaments new skills at sites of grace. An armament can only have one skill. Man, I don't remember this at all. Any skill it previously had will be removed. An armament's type determines what skills it can have. Some special armaments have unique skills and cannot be granted new ones. With a Whetstone Knife, you can use Ashes of War to grant affinities to your armaments at sites of grace. This way you can alter an armament's attack affinity, boost attribute scaling, and more. An armament's type determines what affinities it can have. Some special armaments, like those with unique skills, cannot be granted new affinities. Okay. Ash of War, Storm Stomp. Whetstone Knife. Cool. I think I make a beeline to that Point of Grace. Oh, shh. He's onto me. All right. I always say Point of Grace, but it's Site of Grace, isn't it? This is the woman we saw with the horse,
Greetings,
I think.
traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord.
Like a talon on her eye, one eye's closed.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the Tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
Can't see the Erd Tree. Okay.
Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
The Spectral Steed Whistle.
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
Can I talk to you?
Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
Huh, it's interesting. Maybe a point in vigor just to get some extra health. Do I have any other? I just have the 2 spells. Okay. With the Ashes of War menu, you can use Ashes of War to grant skills and affinities to your armaments at sites of grace. You only have 1 skill. Any skill it previously had will be lost. So you can give this War Stomp, which doesn't change the scaling. It lowers the physical damage. Weird. You can't put it on a staff. It has to be certain weapons. Okay. She just disappears. Use a spectral steed whistle to summon and ride your spectral steed. Ah, okay. From pouch. Y, okay. Y plus up. And then you hit left analog to leave the mount. And I can use magic. Very cool. Now, when I played this before, I went up there. Oh, right. There's like a chest over here. Let's go check that out. Oh, that's going to take some time to get used to. I want to hit left analog stick to move faster. I want to line these guys up so I can use arc. Okay. Well, that guy's not as tough as the other one. We can sneak up and grab this. No. Isn't this a chest? Open, yeah. God, I hate when people put messages in a spot where you can interact with stuff. They do it on purpose just to be annoying. It's a flail. I swear there's a faster way to summon Torrent. Let's see what's over here. Got a big tower over there. Some smaller trees. Kind of encampment. See how tough this guy is. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. They gonna fight each other? Oh god. Oh, are you serious? I'm getting ganked here. Okay, I feel like this place is too strong for us right now. Can I pick up stuff? Yeah. Let me just take another swipe at this guy. I could take him out. It's just one of them, though. Oh, nice. I mean, not nice I killed his horse, but Interesting. I got an extra flask charge for that. Okay, let's head this way. Down this path.
Oi! You there. Could you help us out, Cully?
Ooh, is that a bush? Is there like a guy?
Yeah, you there. Stop pretending you can't see me.
There's like a guy in a bush or something, isn't there? Is this it? Yeah.
Why won't anyone look me in the eye? I'm not... Oh. What'd you go and do that for? Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were
Tree.
just breaking the spell, weren't you?
Tree's generous.
The name's Bok.
Bok!
I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. And I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really. Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
He's giving us everything he's got.
Or, well, if you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Well, then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon.
Sure.
Right, but I'll need a moment. I'm frightened of them, so I have to gather myself. My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore. Right, but I'll need...
What cave is he talking about? On the shore. We saw some shoreline by where we started from. We can get around behind this encampment. It was over here, right? That's just a big sword? Oh yeah, there's like histories written on these, right? Godric the Golden, humiliated, having tasted defeat by the blade of Miquella, now on his knees begging for mercy. Hi there. What does it say here? Weak foe ahead. Wow. I think I know which foe they're talking about. I don't remember them being weak. Oh yeah, they roll at you. I forgot. Here's the encampment. Let's take a look from above here. You can sneak in and grab the treasure. Oh, I see it. The guy's looking this way. You can sneak behind him. Shh. That guy gonna see me? The Armorer's Cookbook. Shit. You gotta admit, that's kind of cool, guys. there's a lot of wolves over there. And a big white wolf. I don't know if I want to mess with them. Or is that just a statue? Oh, look at that big guy up there. So one thing I like about the open world design. What's down here? Is this just death? No, looks like we can go down there. There's Grace. This is so much fun. By the way, these are gonna be long episodes. I don't know if I'm just gonna like record for like 3-4 hours a day and just put a long video, or cut them up into like 1-hour chunks. We'll see. But I'm just gonna play until I get tired, and then try to edit them in a nice way for you guys. 400. Okay, how many? I guess I don't have any. I have 2 of these to use. Is that enough to level up? Nice. Now for our spells, I think we want int. So it's stamina and max equip load. I think dexterity is... So vigor is HP and fire resistance and immunity. Mind is how much FP we have. And focus. Focus is your resistance to sleep and bouts of madness. Higher the number, the lower your susceptibility, governed by your attributes as well as defensive gear and any additional feat. Okay. Strength, we're probably not going to do much of. At endurance, stamina, and robustness. How heavy, and your equipment load. So robustness is resistance to blood loss and frostbite. Dexterity is for weapons and casting time of spells. So dexterity and intelligence go pretty well together. And that's glintstone sorceries for intelligence. And intelligence scaling sorceries. Faith is sacred incantations. Arcane is discovery. And holy defense and vitality. So let's go... I mean, we can always, we're going to be able to respec later. Let's go int. Okay. Let's explore over here. I'm just having some fun, just seeing where the game takes me. Firehead, so speak to try behind. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get down there. Some blob. That looks like certain death. I think you can jump down. Can't you jump down onto these? I think it's too far away though. Yeah. I kind of want to go down there. What a strange place to put a site of grace. Like, you could easily miss that. Oh, there's something to pick up there. Let's be sneaky, sneaky. Oh, fuck. Well, that wolf ran into it. I tried to sneak, guys. You saw that. This is not my fault. Also, game devs, stop making me kill wolves. Oh, I don't like that sound, but I think that's that big guy up there. Sorry, buddy. Oh, that's all that we get from them? That's not bad. 2 golden runes. We also got a cerulean blast charge. I don't know if it's based on what you've used. I have a feeling that like screaming we heard before might have been from enemies below fighting or something in a cave. Speaking of a cave, I believe these point to them. Guide and gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. Oh, cool. Seems like a real dumb idea. Ah! Okay, we're fine. I don't like this thing. Okay, it stopped. Can I equip a torch to the pouch? No. I bought the torch, right? Oh, shit! Wow, I'm doing no damage to that. Forget it. Not worth attacking those. I was trying to figure out how to equip the torch, though. Oh, you can't hold a torch while you're on the horse, I guess. Okay. I don't know what it is. I love the idea of you having to have a torch out in dark areas. I think some people find it annoying, but I think it's great in games.